Hello students. Now we begin with second video of this day, that is poem 16, Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. This is a poem written by Roald Dahl, and today we will read this poem. This poem gives you some information and some qualities which you will come to know after reading the poem. Let us begin. First of all, being ready, have you ever seen a wolf? Most of you might have seen in reality, in the zoo, or in the pictures, TV, cinemas. Have you ever noticed about its physical appearance? How does it look? Yeah, this wolf looks like a dog. It has a big teeth and face and height also looking same as if dog. Do you know anything about its eating habits? Yes, like dog, this wolf is also carnivorous animal, means eating flesh of other animals, and it has a quite big diet. It eats a big quantity of meal at a time, and after every 5-6 hours it can eat again. But if there is shortage of food, then it can starve for 1 or 2 weeks also. What do you think the title Little Red Riding Hood refers to? Actually, Little Red Riding Hood, it refers to a girl, small girl with red dress. Now, let us see what is described in the poem. See, as soon as Wolf began to feel that he would like a decent meal, he went and knocked on Grandma's door. When Grandma opened it, she saw that sharp white teeth, the horrid grin, and Wolfie said, "May I come in?" So here, the scene is of jungle, forest, and a grandma and granddaughter, they lived in that jungle. So one day when granddaughter was out in the forest, a wolf came and it knocked the door, and grandma opened the door. As soon as she opened the door, she saw the sharp white teeth and horrid grin. Grin means smile. Smile of that creature. And Wolfie said, "May I come in?" Poor grandmama was terrified. "He is going to eat me up," she cried. Horrid means dangerous, and terrified means fearful. So, after looking that dangerous creature, the grandma, she got terrified because she knew that this is a carnivorous animal and it will eat her away. So the first stanza tells us the beginning, how this creature entered the house of grandma. And she was absolutely right. He ate her up in one big bite. And the doubt of grandma came true, that terrified animal, that horrid animal, dangerous animal, it ate her up in one bite. But grandmama was small and tough, and Wolfie wailed, "That's not enough." Since grandma was short-heighted, and that grandma, the food, after eating that grandma, this food was not enough for that wolf, and he remained hungry. So, what did the Wolfie say? See in this line. And Wolfie wailed, "That's not enough. I haven't yet begun to feel that I have had a decent meal." Means this meal was not enough for the wolf, and it said that this food is not enough for him. He ran around the kitchen yelping, "I have got to have a second helping." Now he ran across the house to find out some other meal, but he could not find anything. Then added with a frightful leer, "I am therefore going to wait right here till little Miss Red Riding Hood comes home from walking in the wood. And then this wolf decides to remain in that house and wait for little Riding Hood to come back from the wood. He quickly put on grandma's clothes. Of course, he hadn't eaten them. He hadn't eaten the clothes of grandma because this animal is quite clever. He knows what things taste more, and that body part he has eaten, but clothes he has left away. So the clothes of grandma he took and wear it. He quickly put on grandma's clothes. He dressed himself in coat and hat. He put on shoes, and after that he even brushed and curled his hair, then sat himself in grandma's chair. So this wolf had dressed up as if grandma is dressing. In the same way he brushed his hair and sit in the chair where grandma used to sit. Means he disguised himself as a grandma. In came the little girl in red. Now in red dress, the little girl, this Riding Hood, she came in. She stopped. She stared. Stared means to look carefully. The girl stopped and stared, and then she said, "What great big ears you have, grandma." When she entered and looked at grandma in the chair, she could find something different about grandma, and she noticed first the ears of grandma, because the wolf is disguised as a grandma. So ear of wolf, you all know, they are quite big. So after looking those ears, the girl said that your ears are quite big, grandma. All the better to hear with you, the wolf replied. The wolf replied that my ears are big so that I could hear you nicely. Then again, what other things the girl is noticing? She is telling, "What great big eyes you have, grandma," said little Red Riding Hood. Now when she noticed the eyes, you all know the eyes of wolf are also quite big. They are round and big and dangerous, also looking horrified. So what great big eyes you have, grandma. When this girl noticed about the eyes, see what wolf replied. All the better to see you with, the wolf replied. The wolf is also equally clever. So when girl noticed, in disguise also girl noticed that, grandma, your eyes are quite big. But the wolf replied that they are big so that I could see you better. He sat there watching her and smiled. The wolf sat there and watched that girl and smiled. He thought, I am going to eat this child. Compared with her old grandmama, she is going to taste like caviar. So now he is reminding that the taste of grandma was quite nice, and the girl, she will be better. Her taste will be better than grandma, like a caviar. Caviar here, eggs of a small type of fish. The fish, their taste is good, and if you eat the eggs of that fish, the eggs taste far better than the taste of fish. So now this wolf is thinking that if he compares the taste of grandma, this girl would be better in taste. See next stanza. Then little Red Riding Hood said, "But grandma, what a lovely great big furry coat you have on." Now the girl noticed the furry coat of that wolf. "That's wrong," cried wolf. "Have you forgot to tell me what big teeth I have got?" Now the wolf, he argued that the girl should notice his teeth first. Why she is noticing the furry coat? "Ah, well, no matter what you say, I am going to eat you anyway." Now the wolf is clever. He understood that the girl has noticed him, that he is not her grandma, and he is a wolf. But then also he warned her that though you have noticed everything, but you know that I have a big teeth and I will eat you anyway. The small girl smiles, one eyelid flickers, and the girl smiled with one eyelid flickers. She whips a pistol from her knickers, and she take out pistol from her knickers. Knicker panties, shawls or half pant you can say that the girl is wearing. She took out pistol from that knickers. She aims it at the creature's head. She aims it at creature's head and shot him dead. And bang, 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 she shoots him dead. Now the wolf is dead. The girl has shot him, means the girl has shown courage. A few weeks later in the wood, I came across Miss Riding Hood. But what a change! No cloak of red, no silly hood upon her head. Now, the speaker, when he met the girl some days later in the wood, he found the girl in different way. Now she was not wearing the cap and the dress that she used to wear earlier, but she is in different dress now. She said, "Hello, and do please note my lovely furry wolfskin coat." Now she is wearing the coat of fur, means she has wore now the coat, the skin of that wolf, means she has killed the wolf and has wore the coat of that wolf just to show her courage, to boost off that she has killed the wolf. So in this, through this poem, the poet wants to give, the speaker wants to give you message that the animals, the creatures, they are quite clever, but you should show bravery and cleverness to deal with such creatures. And the poem also teaches you a good interesting story, that is you are enjoying, and you should learn this cleverness and bravery, courageousness from this poem. That's all. The poem is completed. For any queries, you can call me back. Okay, thank you.